The men's 200-meter backstroke at the Mutual of Omaha Pan Pacific Championships, and all things backstroke start and end with Aaron Peirsol. He has not lost a race at this distance in 6 years since Lenny Krayzelburg beat him in the Sydney Olympics. And Aaron Peirsol, last summer at the World Championships, added to his incredible resume with this terrific lunge beyond the world record line. Set the world record at 154.66. So Peirsol has a 6-year win streak in this event, but in last year's Worlds and in the Athens Games routing, Michael Phelps passed on this event.
Well, there's no doubt he would have won a medal in both of those games, but already had a full slate.
And Phelps is the second fastest performer ever at this race. Oh, it's Peirsol and Phelps in 4 and 5. You see the remainder of the field, two-man race.
Oh, without question, a two-man race. Lane 3, Morita might be out quick early, but you know, there's a reason why they own 9 of the 10 fastest times in history. I'm talking about Phelps and Peirsol, and Peirsol owns the 6th fastest. And that's one reason, Ted, why he's undefeated the last 6 years in this event and the last 4 years in the 100 backstroke. He's the king in backstroke.
Take your marks.
So we watch Peirsol and Phelps in lanes 4 and 5. We'll also watch the clock to see if either man, more notably Peirsol, can threaten a record time. Phelps, of course, set a record earlier in these Pan Packs in the 200 fly.
Well, Peirsol was oh so close to that world record in the 100 backstroke, and he's told us over and over again he feels like the 200 back has a lot of room for improvement. He's looking pretty good right now. He's under world record pace. Still early, but Michael Phelps, you can see the difference in their styles too. Peirsol right above has a little bit quicker tempo. Michael has a little bit longer reach behind him, a little bit better reach, stronger than Peirsol.
Let's see how he comes up, and he is under world record time, under at the split.
Hey, they both are looking very good. Michael Phelps is doing all he can to stay right with Aaron Peirsol, and once again, we've seen it over and over here, but he's catching that little bit of a draft that Peirsol's putting out behind him.
Well, this is one of those moments you love. Not only are the fans all roaring, even though it's two Americans, all the swimmers are standing and roaring, watching these two.
25 flat, he's still underneath world record pace. Now the scoreboard is behind him. Will he take a quick look and see where he's at? There goes Michael Phelps, he's done. Now the question is, can Aaron Peirsol break the world record?
Well, Aaron Peirsol, once again.
He just picked his turnover up again. He's flattening out there just a touch, 54.66. Oh, I don't think he's gonna do it.
Oh, he did it! Aaron Peirsol! Dominant, and breaks his own world record.
Wow.
He was under world record pace the entire way, Rowdy.
He really was. Watch this start. He's not the best starter in the world, but he's so quick on getting up and crisp on jetting up and exploding up to the surface. Here's the last turn, and boy, he did a Michael Phelps off this wall. Watch this coming off the wall, and the finish here. Look at this. He flattens out a little, and then all of a sudden, I didn't think he was getting it, and he did it. 22/100 of a second better than the world record.
And Aaron Peirsol with the 3rd world record set at these Pan Pacific Championships. And let's go down to Craig Hummer.
Once again, he proves the billing of best backstroker in the world. Aaron, it looked as though on that last 25 you found an extra gear and then you had a perfect lunge for the wall. How well could you hear the crowd, and how close did you think you were?
Well, right around that 100, they started really picking it up. I think that's when they started realizing something could happen. And I know if I can take it out that fast, I can always bring it home. So that was the key. And then each time I could turn, they just keep getting louder. And I realized I had a lot left in the tank, and just lengthened my stroke out. Turned out very well. I just inched it in there, you know, it was pretty incredible.
Speaking of a lot left in the tank, you told me a couple weeks ago in Irvine that racing against Ryan Lochte and Michael Phelps in this event there really brought out the best in you. How did that swim motivate you to know you could go after the world record here?
Well, it motivated me to know that, you know, I can compete with just about anybody, and certainly even on my not so good days, I can still come out on top, and that's what I train for, and it's, you know, it's a testament to those guys, because those guys never give up, and they're what make me better, and hopefully I can do the same for them. But I hope they still keep in that event, most definitely.
All right, well, today was one of your best ever. Congratulations.
It was the best ever. Thank you.
Aaron Pearsall takes 22 100ths off his previous world record. Michael Phelps pushed him for 150, but really fell in the final 50, still finishes second.